Welcome to Pharma State News. Here of the top headline from Pharma World. Hi, my name is Shipra. Let's see the top pharma news of the day. Moral Group has launched their own pharma consultancy application. Moral Group of Companies, a 15-year-old trusted name, has announced the launch of their own online pharma application, which will allow patients to simply order all of their medical needs in one spot. Local drug companies are in a bind due to RDIF sanctions. Due to sanctions imposed by the US, UK, and EU, Indian drug manufacturers who have signed up with the Russian sovereign fund RDIF to manufacture the Sputnik vaccine are in a quandary. Merck's COVID pill is recommended by the WHO for high-risk patients. The World Health Organization's expert panel conditionally advised molnupiravir for patients with non-severe disease who are at high risk of hospitalization, such as the immunocompromised, the unvaccinated, the elderly, and those with chronic disorders. Mocravimod has been designated an orphan medication by the FDA for the treatment of acute myeloid leukemia. The FDA designated Mocravimod as an orphan medication for the treatment of patients with acute myeloid leukemia who are undergoing allogeneic hematopoietic stem cell transplantation. Zentiva to contribute 1 lakh medical kits to the Ukrainian humanitarian crisis. The company is collaborating with governmental organizations and non-governmental organizations to respond to urgent requests from the Ukrainian government and Ukrainian citizens crossing into the EU. 𝐶𝐞𝐰 Biopharma's 𝐍𝐞𝐬𝐭 has been approved by the FDA for the treatment of rare bone marrow disorders. FDA has granted fast approval to 𝐶𝐞𝐰 Biopharma's 𝐍𝐞𝐬𝐭, pacritinib, for the treatment of people with intermediate or high-risk myelofibrosis, which are rare types of bone marrow abnormalities. In a safety study, the Redhilla antiviral showed promise the J&J injection was less effective in reducing hospitalization. A large French study found that the risk of hospitalization after vaccination with J&J's COVID-19 vaccine and an experimental oral drug being developed by Redhilla Biopharma Inc. interrupts a process that helps the coronavirus infect cells. 𝐾𝐚𝐭𝐞 has been designated as an orphan drug by the FDA for the treatment of Prader-Willi syndrome. Tonix Pharmaceuticals, a clinical-stage biopharmaceutical company, announced that the FDA has given orphan drug designation for 𝐾𝐚𝐿, intranasal potentiated oxytocin, for the treatment of Prader-Willi syndrome. 𝐾𝐚𝐭𝐞 receives FDA orphan drug designation for its novel Claudin 18.2x41BB bispecific antibody TJ-CD4B. The orphan drug designation demonstrates the FDA's acknowledgement of TJ potential CD4B's promise as a novel therapy for gastric cancer and other associated tumors, stated 𝐾𝐚𝐭𝐞 president. FDA has approved Purdue Pharma's nalmefene hydrochloride injection to treat opioid overdoses. Nalmefene will be an important therapeutic option to address the opioid problem, which has intensified during the COVID-19 pandemic and is being exacerbated by the increasing frequency of illicitly made synthetic opioids, the company said.